Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to discuss some basic money habits you must know in your young age in order to make sure you are financially independent in the coming years as well as you are fulfilled in your life. So let's get started. Point number 1. Don't make money your meaning. There is a difference between rich people and the wealthy people. The rich people may have all the money in the world and all the cool cars, new gadgets as well. But the wealthy people have the most important thing, that is time. The wealthy people have financial freedom towards their life. They can do whatever they want and whenever they want. Therefore, you must always chase freedom and understand that money is just a tool to buy you freedom. If you just try to work hard and just keep on making as much money as possible, chances are you will not take care of about your health and not give time to your friends and family. In this case, you are just losing out in your life. You might have all the money in the world, but you will not have good friends and to share good moments with you. That will make you feel lonely and the money will be worthless. Therefore, always know your limits, how much is enough, and try to understand that money is just a tool, but the real goal should be to buy freedom. Point number 2. Know your needs. There is a difference between needs and wants. You may need a car and you want a luxury car. There is a difference in it. If you just concentrate on your needs, you will find that most of your basic needs can be fulfilled by the income you are generating. If not, you need to work more harder. But if you always chase towards the luxury objects or the shiny objects, maybe the cool cars, new fancy clothes, or just keep up with the Jonases, that is, you just buy things to impress your neighbors, you will end up being very poor and in a very bad financial situation. Therefore, it is always important to just change your perspective and concentrate on your needs first. Try to allocate the money and set a budget for yourself, and then try to buy some things which add value to your life. This will help you grow in the long run. Point number 3. You need to earn more, not spend less. There is a point at which you will be less as you can and you are saving as much money as possible, but still your investments will not grow further and you will be very far behind in your journey towards financial freedom. Therefore, in order to increase your chances to make as much money as possible, you need to learn high income skill, that is HIS. In today's day and age, you can learn everything from open source and YouTube, and there are various platforms from which you can learn a new high income skill and then monetize that skill to generate another stream of income. In this way, you need to always increase your income. So, you need to make sure you spend less of your money, but your concentration must be on the things, that is, how do I increase my income? What are the new skills that will help me earn more amount of money from this job or a business? That will help you in the long run. Point number 4. Learn to use other people's money. I highly recommend you to read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. He mentioned that he uses other people's money to buy positive cash flowing assets that will put money in his pocket and not take money out of his pocket. So, in this way, he has generated huge portfolio of houses, multi-story apartments as well as multi-family buildings. In this way, his cash flow is always positive and he earns tremendous amount of income. How did he achieve this? He did not have huge capital upfront. So what did he do? He used other people's money, that is debt. So in this debt, there is a good debt and a bad debt. Good debt is a debt which is used for buying positive cash flow producing assets, and a bad debt is used for buying liabilities such as a car, a fancy phone whose value will be depreciating in the long run. Whereas if you invest in buying a house, the value of the house always increases and mostly you will be having a profit while you sell this house. So you must always learn to use other people's money, learn to use credit cards for your betterment and not just buying things which will not add any value in your life. Point number 5. Saving is fine, but investing is more better. So when you have ample amount of money saved for yourself, don't just let that money sit in the banks. As you know, the inflation is currently at 6%. That means you will lose money by just keeping your money in the bank. $100 today will be $94 in the next year at this rate of inflation. Therefore, you must understand that the best way to grow your money is by investing your money. Either invest in yourself learn a new skill, read a new business book, start a new business, or else learn investing in a stock market, or the things which will give better yield and beat inflation year on year. As you know, the average return on the stock market from 1930s have been 7.5 to 9%. That is pretty much good and it beats inflation every single year. There will be times when you will feel that giving up, but small and better investments every single day and having a consistent behavior will benefit you in the long run. Therefore, you must invest your money and not just save the money and keep it in the bank and buy things which are worthless. Point number 6, focus on value and not the price. So, you might think that I said that you need to spend as less as possible. But on the other side of the coin, there is a thing known as the value. If you think that that thing will add value to your life, certainly you must buy that thing. For example, you need a bed to sleep 8 hours a day every single day. You will be using your bed every single day. So, in order to make sure you have a proper amount of sleep, you can invest on a bed and a pillow which is on a higher side of the spectrum. By doing so, you will make sure that you have a proper sleep and you will be fresh the other morning. On the contrary, if you try to spend less and be frugal in this area and buy a bed which is very bad, you will have backache and your sleep will be deprived every single day, which will result in a back pain, and in the long run you will have to pay more on the medical bills to restore your back. Therefore, knowing that when to purchase things which are more valuable and not seeing the price and investing them so that they will give returns in the long run is always beneficial. Therefore, you must change your perspective and see the value of a thing rather than the price tag it has. Point number 7. Practice delayed gratification. In this fast moving day and age, society wants to make sure that they are gonna show off. They look very good on Instagram. They have huge cars and amazing bodies for themselves. But in order to do so, they just spend as much amount of money as possible today and they don't have any single amount of money left for them to save and invest. Therefore, you must practice a thing called delayed gratification. If you want to buy a thing, just try to sleep over it and think whether that thing will add value or not. After the while, still if your mind is craving for that thing, then only go and buy that thing. Most of the times you will notice that the things which you don't need are the things which you want to buy impulsively. But these things are either useless or just you will get bored of these things in few days. Therefore, you must give time for yourself to think over it. Delaying gratification allows you to see that if a purchase is aligned to your long-term goals or not. If it is not, then you must certainly not buy this thing. This delayed gratification technique is very much helpful for even I felt a need to buy an amazing Nike Jordan shoes. But at this point of time, I know that my long-term goal is to buy equipment for this YouTube channel so that you guys can get amazing sound, very much clear video and a huge ton of knowledge from it. Therefore, I am saving for that thing. Therefore, I just slept on it and I found that this purchase will not add value for me in the long run. Therefore, I decided to not to buy that shoes. Therefore, in this way, you can always practice delayed gratification in order to make mindful choices. And number 8, practice gratitude and contentment. You know, the life you are living is a dream life of some other kids. There are millions of people who starve and do not get proper food to eat every single day. You are in a very better position. Therefore, just crying and feeling miserable about yourself that I didn't score well in the exam or I wanted this brand new car but I don't have money for it. You need to be grateful for yourself that you are earning well, you have a good home or whatever situation you are in, that will reside in the coming days. By practicing gratefulness, you will have mastered the art of being contentment. That means that you will find happiness in small little things and not chase only shiny and materialistic objects. By doing so, you will feel that you will be more fulfilled, will be more happy and try to spend more time with your family and friends. Instead of always chasing materialistic possession, you need to appreciate the things which you already have. These things were the things which you dreamt of in the last 5 years. You are the person you have become and worked hard for your success. Therefore, you need to live in the moment, enjoy the moment and make sure that the journey is enjoyable. Because if you are not enjoying yourself, no amount of money will give you happiness. So these were the top 8 basic money tips that everyone must know in this today's day and age. Hope you liked it. If you have any suggestions on what video should I create in the long run, please mention it in the comments. I read each and every comments, and your feedback always has helped me grow and become a person I always wanted to be. So until next time, bye bye.